Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Korea Random Travel. And also, welcome to my new apartment, by the way, which I'll have a video of coming very soon. I actually recorded episode 2 like 2 months ago, but I've been busy moving home, so you're about to see footage of me being incredibly sunburnt, and also, yeah, it's just a bit old. Anyway, let me relive those moments a few months ago and let you know how it went. This is a map of every city, county, and island in Korea, and we're going to visit all of them. There's over 150 places to go on this map, so how can we decide where to go? Second. Well, we're going to pick randomly. Where are we going today? Ooh, I hope it's somewhere by the beach. Maybe Jeju? Ooh. Goheung! Ah! I've actually never heard of Goheung before. I know Yosu, which is next to it. It's by the ocean, that's what I wanted. It's actually kind of close to Jeju. Not bad, I think this is going to be pretty good. I'm the only person I've got to walk to that. It's going to take like half an hour, I think. I started my walk somewhere down there, like you can't even see. It's like way off in the distance somewhere. And it's all uphill. And I'm making my way to this observatory. So let's go see what that looks like. Oh, I can't breathe. It's a really interesting view, seeing the observatory over there with these cherry blossoms in the foreground. Then if we look over here to the beach, let's see how many people are on the beach. Nobody. Going up to the 7th floor. It's a shame we can't really see anything that way. This cafe very slowly rotates. So over time you'll be able to see all of the panoramic view. The floor is slowly rotating, so I'm recording a time lapse of it right now. So I will show you what that looks like. It's a shame it's kind of foggy outside and you can't see very far away, but the views are very nice and the cafe slowly rotates so you get to see everything. Good idea. These views remind me of Jeju. I got this latte and I asked for a sandwich, and the worker insisted I get this sogumbang, which is salt bread. She told me that I can't have a sandwich, I have to have a latte, has to go with salt bread. So I tried it and it's actually delicious. Smart woman. Over there is the road where we can walk. Where those people are taking pictures, you can walk down to the beach. But if I walk down to that beach, I then have to walk all the way back up the hill again over there. And I will not be doing that. Instead, we're just going to walk back the way we came, down this hill, and go to the next area. There's like a beautiful cherry blossom tree over here. I'm going to take a picture of it. You can see it behind me over there somewhere. Oh, that's my face. So this is a cherry blossom tree. We could have a look at the individual flowers like this. Look at that. I want to play some nice piano music to this. Do 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 do. Oh my god, so many bees. Today is a little bit dreary. It was quite drizzly yesterday, but honestly, it is clearing up. When I came here this morning, it was really grey outside, but already it's getting a little bit more blue. So I'm hopeful that in the next few hours, it's going to get even nicer and we will see some really nice blue skies. I did see that tomorrow should be nice and sunny, so I'm looking forward to that already. So I'm now making my way back down to the bus terminal. But at least this way we're walking downhill, which is so much better. Look at that view. I really like all of this like clusters of islands over there. It's so cool. Look at the little tiny one, the little baby one. There is like nothing around. There's like no cars, no people walking. But there are like lots of nice islands over there, a little strip of beach, abandoned baby. What? It's fine guys, there's not actually anything inside. And in Korea, there are some cars. In Korea, people use these to just carry stuff. You see old people just carrying like cardboard boxes in them. Not many trees have grown yet. So this one colorful tree just standing out in the middle, almost like it's on a stage. It looks really important. It's the leader of the trees. I like it. This is the 지붕 없는 미술관, which I believe means roofless art museum or roofless art exhibition. And it's named like that because it's basically just some shapes in front of some scenery. All I can really see is that bush. This one will be good, I think. This one is more open. Look at these guys. They're cute. And the view is mostly just of this rail. I think you really need to go up and through. When you're up here, this is where you get like the real view, I think. Yeah, that's better. I like the layers upon layers of mountains, the mountainous islands. It's really cool. Anyway, this is just some very small thing that I happened to pass by, so yeah, pretty cool. The bus journey in Goheung was really interesting because there's a speed bump like every 2 seconds. So as I was going along in the bus, I was literally going along like this. The bus was being driven by some kind of race car driver just flying over all of the bumps, and I was hanging on for dear life. There were so many speed bumps that the driver didn't even try to slow down for them. Like maybe if there's just 1 or 2 speed bumps, the driver would slow down to go over them carefully. But because they were literally every few seconds, the driver was just like, well, forget those. And he was just flying over them like boom, 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 up and down. I was literally about to film a video on the bus like, oh God, I need some coffee today. I'm so tired. But by the time I got off, my hair was everywhere. I was staggering along. I could barely walk like this. And the plus side was I did not need any coffee. I was awake. Right now we're at the Geogeum rest stop. We're going to walk on the Geogeum bridge. It's insanely windy today, so I put an absolute ton of wax in my hair. So we're going to see how long the wax can hold my hair in this wind. I think it won't be long. Over here there's this cool low poly man reaching up to the sky. Look at this, this is so cool. I really like the details, the way it's made. There's also a low poly rock down there. I really like the low poly design. It's actually something I'd like to have in my home. Over there is the bridge. Geogeum-daegu, Geogeum Bridge. On the top side, it's just a normal bridge for cars. But underneath is a path where people can walk or ride bikes, and that's where we're going to go. I'm not actually sure how you get onto the walking path, but I've got a secret weapon. A tour group. We can follow that tour guide and get a free tour. Genius. I've come up to the top of the roof so we can see all around. You can see the, what do you call that, a pier or a dock or whatever you call that thing. Something's over there. There's also the low poly boy. You've got the bridge itself, of course, which we will walk under this middle part, through the middle part. And then down there, you've got a tour group walking towards the bridge. Ah, it's my tour group! Shh! Don't tell them I'm following them. This is a war memorial. I like the cannons. This is epic. Is there a cannonball in there? Nah. This is a really nice tower. Kind of looks like DNA. And in the background, our destination, Geogeum-daegu. I think it's time we begin that long walk along that bridge. Let's go. Friend has been working out. So I spent a long time taking pictures and hello! I spent a long time taking pictures and my tour group has gone. It's a nice woman over there though. Hello. So basically, I don't know how I'm going to get onto that bridge. I mean, I can see the bridge. I know it's that direction. So I guess what we have to do is just walk in that direction and see what happens. Hopefully I don't end up in the river. I guess this is like one of the cables from the bridge. I guess one of the cables that supports the bridge. That's huge. Let's remember what this looks like, and then when we're on the bridge, let's see if we can find something similar to this. That's your homework. You can either walk on the bridge or you can ride a bike. And I saw over that direction, they had a free bike rental zone. So I'm just gonna assume that the entrance to the bridge is near that. So let's go to that free bike rental zone and see if we can find a path to get on the bridge. I found it. I was getting lost and suddenly I saw a tour guide again. So I was like, follow that tour guide. And here we are. Let's see it together. Ready? Ooh. Wow, it's so yellow. Suddenly I want lemon cake. So we're walking to Sorokdo, which is Sorok Island. And we're going to see a lot of nice views along the way. There is an island over there that I read about online. All of the houses have red roofs and look really nice. The sounds of the cars above me are mildly terrifying, but apart from that, this is really nice. The color of the sea is really lovely. Let's have a little peek through the arches. When there are no cars coming, it's really peaceful. Can you hear that bird song? All I can hear right now is the wind, the water, and some birds. Now like a great big truck comes over my head. Typical, but before that, and hopefully after that, the sounds are lovely. I really just love the color of the water. It's so beautiful. Oh look, we've already finished 128 meters. We've only got left, oh for God's sake. This is one of the most pleasant walks I've had in a long time. But it is suddenly getting very windy. Now we're getting close to the middle of the bridge and it's kind of freezing. But the scenery is just immense. It's really difficult to walk quickly because you just want to look around at everything at all times, like both sides. I think I'm maybe now halfway across the bridge because there are some seats down here where we can sit down. But this is also the noisiest part of the bridge. When the cars come above here, it actually sounds like they're coming through. So it's not really the most one's coming out. This is not like the ideal resting place. Everywhere else on this bridge, the cars make like a little bit of noise. Here, it's like they're actually coming through the ceiling. I'm not resting here. So if you want to sit down, you can see from this side a view like that. You can see some boats over to the left. You can see, just faintly, you can see some like hills in the background, right? Some mountainous islands maybe. And then it's very peaceful here. There's literally nobody left or right. Then over the other side, I don't know what's going on down here, but I guess it's some kind of mountain, I guess it's some kind of island right here. You got some nice colors down there. I'm gonna have to take a photograph of that and that island that I was looking at over there. I'll put the name on the screen. It's so cold and windy that I'm starting to get a really bad runny nose, and I realize that's a really good use for face masks. It's like gloves for your face. You're now seeing me on my little mini cam. I had to put the big camera back in my bag because I was just taking a picture every like 2 seconds. I think I took more than 200 to 300 pictures on this bridge already. I think if I kept my camera out with me, I would be on this bridge for the rest of my life. So yeah, now you're seeing me on my little mini cam because I need to control myself. The cool thing about this little mini cam is it can go ultra wide. This is actually crazy wide. I can show you what I'm seeing. You're actually seeing a wider view than my eyes. That's odd. I had to do up all of my buttons because I'm already a little bit sick, and this crazy wind is really not good for my cold, so I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. Sacrificing for you guys. Please like the video for my sacrifice. By the way, I'm not really sure what's at the end of this bridge. Online it tells you to just turn around and come back, which I don't really want to do because my bus terminal is that way. So if I have to turn around and walk like the 2 kilometers back again and then get a bus back again, that's just a bit annoying, isn't it? But I will get out my drone and I'll fly it around and we'll make some good use of that. Also, how is the wax holding up my hair? I think it's not too bad because it is super windy. I mean, there is no fighting the curl of my hair. The curl of my hair will defeat any wax or spray or any other product, but I think it's done pretty well. Maybe next time I'll use even more wax. This channel is going to slowly devolve into a hair wax review channel. Oh, we found a sliver of beach. Okay, so we're approaching the end of the bridge. What are we gonna find? Well, there are pictures of the bridge. Is this the same bridge? I guess that's the bridge when it was being constructed. Other various pictures. Yeah, I guess this is them like constructing the bridge. That's pretty cool. This is them putting it together with cranes and stuff. And then here it is now, in all its glory. So we were walking like through here. I gotta see where we go next. I kind of got stuck here. I couldn't find any buses, and when I tried the taxi application to find a taxi, it just kept immediately saying like, no drivers in your area. At one point it did find a driver and I got really excited, and then after like 2 seconds he cancelled it. Anyway, it gave me motivation. There might be a driver around somewhere, so I kept on persevering. And I was there for probably more than 1 hour, just constantly refreshing the taxi application until eventually I found a taxi driver. To him, it was probably just a regular taxi ride, but for me, I was literally sat there like, you saved my life. Also, while I was waiting for the bus, some old man came along and was basically pushing me out of the bus stop. He was like, where are you going? But he spoke only in Korean, but I don't remember exactly what he said. But he asked me where I'm going, so I said like, I'm going to the bus terminal. And he was just like, no. And he was telling me like, it's gonna be a really long wait, which I already knew, but I didn't have any alternative. I was constantly refreshing the taxi application. And he was just like, no. And he was shooing me away from the bus stop. So eventually I just left the bus stop and I kind of stayed near the bus stop in case one did come. But I stayed away from the bus stop and I spent my time constantly refreshing the taxi application. And at the end of the day, I did get a taxi and he was still waiting at that bus stop. So his advice did make sense. It was just kind of annoying to get pushed out of somewhere. You're not the king of the bus stop, I think. I noticed on my travel to Goheung that I was probably the only person I saw all weekend under the age of 50. No offense to you, by the way, if you live in Goheung and you are under the age of 50, I didn't see you. I found these amazing Fanta socks that I desperately wanted to buy, but then I was a little bit confused when it said that they are no-show socks. Why would you make the coolest socks in the world and then not show anyone? So eventually I made it home from Goheung. It was a weekend filled with excruciating wait for buses. At one point I waited more than 3 hours for a bus, and I got so sick of waiting, I ended up just walking to the next bus stop. And this is not like in a town where the next bus stop is like a 5-minute walk. This was like a more than 1 hour walk to the next bus stop, but I just couldn't sit there doing nothing anymore. So I think I waited like 2 hours, and then I walked for more than 1 hour, and then waited a little bit more and eventually got the bus. So that's wrapping up episode 2 of Korea Random Travel. We've been to Gotang and Goheung, 2 countryside places. I really enjoyed both of them so far. One kind of complaint I have is waiting for buses. I really should get my driver's license here. So for episode 3, let's hope that we can go to a bigger city where there's better transportation. Please, oh Korento gods! So we've been to 2 places now. We still have more than 150 more to go to. So if you're enjoying this journey, please subscribe. There's a lot more content coming. I know I didn't post for like 2 months, but that's because I was moving home, and that's done now. So let's get the ball rolling. I've already spun the wheel again, and I know the location for episode 3. That's a secret. You've got to subscribe to see that. And some more good news is that in the next few weeks, I actually have a few days off work. So I'm actually going to go traveling and making more videos during that time. So unless I move home again, This series is going to start becoming weekly, so you can look forward to seeing my next episode every week. I'm really excited to share my future travels with you, so let's get going. Thank you for watching Korea Random Travel, and I will see you very soon for episode 3. Bye!